Week 3 over, time to talk about game. Let's start off with a Thursday game, the Jets and Patriots. Wow, this game was actually a dog shit stomping. The Patriots didn't do a goddamn thing all game and got destroyed by the Jets. It's a new era in the NFL, truly. Their O-line is terrible. The Jets' offense came alive and finally looked like what we've been waiting for. Aaron Rodgers looked very good. Man, the Patriots' offense is very limited and they cannot play that type of football against the Jets. They cannot go shot for shot. So there you go. That's the game. They just got their ass kicked. They couldn't score. Basic things. Wow, I thought the Vikings were going to win this game, but man, I don't think they're going to win by that. My God, the Vikings laid a smackdown on the Houston Texans. Their O-line, I knew it struggled, but damn, it struggled all game. C.J. Stroud had no time to breathe. He was getting hit and sacked like every single play. That offense on the Minnesota did really, really well against Houston's defense. And Sam Darnold threw 4 touchdown passes. So goddamn, I know it's the system. I know Kevin O'Connell's a good coach and I know they got good receivers, but that's still impressive. So good for Sam Darnold. The Vikings look to be a pretty solid team. I don't know if they're going to keep this up because sometimes teams that start off hot kind of dip later in the year. But for now, good for them. The Texans, though, you guys got a lot of issues. You still take a lot of penalties and you still can't block for C.J. Stroud. For God's sakes, do something. Well, you know what? At least Caleb Williams got better. He threw the ball a lot more. He actually passed to Rome. He passed to DJ Moore. He's still having growing pains, though. He's still throwing interceptions. Some of his passes aren't the greatest, and some of his reads aren't the best. But you know what? It's better. Also, Anthony Richardson. My God, man. Why can't you have a normal game? Why can't you just play normal for once? Why do you have to make everything so complicated? Why? Why are you like this? Matt Eberflus sucks as a head coach. He's going to get fired after this year, and I don't know why they kept him. They should have just started with a new head coach, because it's a lot easier starting with a new head coach, with a new quarterback. But you know what? Whatever. Keep Eberflus, but he sucks. Come on, Tampa Bay. You guys can't do this. You can't just beat Detroit in Detroit and then get your asses kicked by the Denver Broncos. The game wasn't even close. You guys got your asses kicked. You lost by 20. I was believing in you guys, and you can't do this. I guess because they won a game they weren't supposed to, and then the next week they got all cocky and they lost. So sometimes that happens, unfortunately. But you know what? Good for Denver. Bo Nix played pretty solid. Not gonna lie, he had a rush touchdown and he passed for over 200 yards and didn't throw a pick. So it's getting better for Bo Nix. Overall, I hate this, but sometimes the NFL makes no goddamn sense, and today was a game of not making any goddamn sense. What's to be said about this game? It is truly a masterpiece of our time. Pittsburgh Steelers game are truly the games of all time. They go in there, play some boring football, smack you around for 60 minutes. Sometimes they win, sometimes they don't. In this instance, they won. Justin Fields is 3-0 as a starter for Pittsburgh. Good for him. I like Justin Fields. However, I hate the Steelers. Fuck the Steelers. I hate this fucking team. God damn it. The Chargers, Herbert got hurt, unfortunately, and that run game was not clicking at all. TJ Watt is very good, and that defense is very good. Mike Tomlin, he's a good coach, guys. He's a good coach. That's all I gotta say. Chargers lose, Pittsburgh wins, whatever. This was truly a weird-ass game. The Philadelphia Eagles were killing the Saints in total yards, and the Saints were leading most of this game until the Eagles decided to stop fucking their shit up and actually start scoring some points. And they did score some points, and eventually they're winning. But then Derek Carr said, nah, I want the lead back. And then he took the lead back, but then Dallas Goedert on the Eagles said, no, I want the lead back. So Dallas Goedert ran really fast to the end of the Saints thing, and then Saquon Barkley said, I really want the lead back, and he scored a touchdown. But then Barkley says, we need to get more points. So Barkley got 2-point convert, Eagles had the lead, and then Derek Carr said, I really don't want the lead back, and threw the ball to the Eagles. And that was the game. I still don't know why the Titans were favored in this game. It was exactly how I predicted it to go. It doesn't matter. Malik Willis is in. Their head coach is very good. Their team is very good. And they just beat the crap out of the Titans. It's simple as this. I don't know why these Vegas odds makers are giving the Titans so much credit. And I don't think the Titans are that bad of a team, okay? I don't think they're that bad. I think they got some talent. I think Will Levis is not terrible. I think he has some talent. But come on, read the room, guys. They're not going to win this game, and they didn't win this game. The Packers are 2-1. Don't get it twisted. Jordan Love is still a very, very much better quarterback than Malik Willis. Malik Willis has done fine, but again, he is a backup, and he's just doing what the system has him to do. Just not turn over the ball, hand it off, and be safe with the ball. And he did that very well. So good for him. So the Giants just beat the Browns. Holy crap, this is amazing. The Giants of New York got their first win in Cleveland, and that great defense of the Browns couldn't stop 3 touchdowns from the Giants. Wow. Just wow. Well, okay, let's look at the game. Daniel Jones played very good. Malik Neighbors played very good. And their D-line played very good. Deshaun Watson sucks. I don't give a damn about his stats. He lost to the Giants. He had almost 50% completion percentage against the Giants. He sucks. He's not good anymore, Browns fans. Deal with it. I'm sorry, but deal with it. He's not good anymore. Giants have hope. The Giants are back. Oh, yeah. This situation got from worse to better or worse. The Panthers won, but Andy Dalton played amazing? Played great? The Raiders aren't even a bad team. Their defense is solid. Is Bryce Young that bad? I don't think I can believe that Bryce Young is that bad. We gotta see a few more weeks from this Panthers offense, but my God, if Andy Dalton continues to play pretty solid, Bryce Young, man, he might be in the contention for the biggest draft bust ever. It is a sad sight to see in Carolina. David Tepper is still a shitty owner who screwed up his whole future, so that is about it for that. And the Raiders, what the hell, guys? You just beat the Ravens one week and then you lose to the Panthers? Come on, stop making us look worse, man. Win. I should be happy. The Ravens got their first win of the season. But you know what? I'm not. You could say I'm being sour grapes or overreacting, but I feel the exact same way about this team as I did last week. Here we go. They go into Dallas. They dominate Dallas, defensively and offensively, for 3.5 quarters. If they just won this game by a blowout, I would feel so confident. But you know what they did? They did the exact same thing they did last week against the Raiders. They don't finish teams off, and they let them back in the games. The Cowboys, being down 20-6 with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, made it a 3-point game and nearly tied it. Are you kidding me? I can't, be bugging out here, guys. This can't be happening. I don't understand how Dak Prescott does absolutely nothing and plays mid for 3.5 quarters, and then he starts playing good in the last half quarter. That's Dak Prescott. He's a garbage time machine. That's what he lives off. When he faces good teams, he plays bad majority of the game, and then has the stats at the very end. That's him. But also, the Ravens let them back in the game. The whole team was dysfunctional. CeeDee Lamb was yelling at Dak. Micah was yelling at the defense. This should have been an easy blow, but they let him back in. The only reason the Ravens won this game is because the Cowboys' defense is so dog shit that it wasn't physically possible for the Cowboys to come back. That is the only reason. My God, I never felt like we won but lost a game at the same time. On to Buffalo next week. Of all the games this week that surprised me the most, I would have to say it's the Rams-Niners game. The Niners off a loss, and the Rams playing without their two best players in Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, go into San Francisco and were getting worked for majority of the game and still managed to pull out a win at the very end. The Rams are a very well-coached team. Their team may not be very good, their defense may not be very good, and their O-line may be hurt, but you can tell these guys have trust in Sean McVay and faith in Matthew Stafford as a quarterback, which is a sign of a good team. Sort of. The Rams impressed me. I'm happy for them to win, because gosh darn, they needed some life, and that should give them a boost. And the Niners, well, Brandon Staley doesn't seem to be a good hire now, does it? Does it, guys? So, Tua needs to come back. ASAP. Needs to come back ASAP, because Skylar Thompson is not it. He's not it, guys. They still have Skylar Thompson for 2 years now. You gotta get a new quarterback. He's not a good backup. My goodness, every quarterback that's played besides Tua on the Dolphins has been terrible. It's actually atrocious. This game was not close. The Seattle Seahawks came in and just won with ease. Sometimes teams, when their quarterback goes out, their defense steps up. The Dolphins' defense is not one of those defenses that stepped up. They sat down the entire game, and the Seahawks did whatever they wanted to do with them. Metcalf, JSN, Lockett, Charbonnet. Sorry, Dolphins fans, it ain't looking too good. The season looks like it'd be in jeopardy. But Seahawks fans, this could be the year they win the division for the first time in a while. Who doesn't love to see that? Damn, I thought the Cardinals were going to put up a better fight than that. But you know what? I may have overestimated them a bit. They came in and destroyed the Rams, but they go into the Lions. Lions have a loss. Lions beat them. Lions defense played much better. It sucks, but the Lions are a good team at the end of the day. What can you say? The Cardinals, though, I still have faith in them. I still like their offense a lot. Their defense still gives me issues. I still think this team has a lot of hope for the future. The Lions look to be back to their regular form. Jared Goff played pretty solid for a majority of the game besides the interception. So things are looking up for both teams, in my opinion. So good job. What a shocker. The Chiefs game that goes down to the wire and ends on an iffy call. It's almost like it's happened 3 weeks in a row. Oh, because it has. No, I won't be salty. The Ravens one was fair. Isaiah Likely was out. But the Bengals one and this one, yikes. Now, the Falcons came in not as good as I thought they would. I thought they'd come in with a little more offensive explosiveness. In the first drive, they looked good, but the rest of the game, they looked, not very good. Their play calling was questionable. Don't get me wrong. It's still better than the man who shall not be named, but it's still questionable. And then at the very end of the game, Kyle Pitts was clearly interfered with by the Chiefs corner. No call, Chiefs ball, game's over. That's pretty much all it wrote. I don't like saying the Chiefs get picky calls, but they called the Bengals call, which I do think is a pass interference, but it is close. It is a close call, but fair enough. I think it's pass interference. This is a clear pass interference call to the guy who got the ball passed to, and you don't call it. I just don't understand it. I don't know if it's bias. I don't know. I'm not going to point out things and say it's bias. Maybe it is bias. I don't know. I don't know what's going through the referee's heads. Maybe they got a fat check from Mr. Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Maybe they don't. Maybe they just want to kiss ass. I don't know. Or maybe they're just dog shit. I'm going to go with the all three. They're all three. They're getting paid, they've biased Mahomes, and they're dog shit. That's the answer I'm going with. Chiefs win? God damn. The Buffalo Bills, man. They came in to their own home turf, invited the Jags for dinner, and then just massacred them. Uzi to the chest. Dead. Destroyed them. No chance. The Jaguars came in 0-2, Bills 2-0, and you would think the Jaguars would come in with a little bit of urgency, but no, the Bills came in with more urgency up than the Jaguars and kicked the living shit out of them on national TV. This is borderline a snuff film. It was so bad. My goodness, Jacksonville, get it together. Buffalo, well, you guys are doing very well, so don't do this to us next week, please. Please don't. Jaden Daniels has arrived. The passing of a torch. From one LSU quarterback to the next, the torch has been passed. Joe Burrow, you had a good run, my man. Jaden Daniels this time. Not just joking. Joe Burrow played very well. The Bengals just kind of suck. Jaden Daniels, though, my goodness, he looks to be the breakout quarterback of this draft class in year one, and he's already looking good. He's making throws that are very, very hard for most quarterbacks to do, and only certain quarterbacks I've seen can make those throws. His scrambling ability is transitioning way better to the NFL than Caleb Williams. Now, Washington has a better O-line than Caleb Williams' Bears, but still, he's done very well. Every game this year, he has not gotten a single turnover, and this game was truly a breakout game on the road, on live TV. Good for Jaden Daniels. Terry McLaurin finally has a guy who can place the ball neatly in his hands. And that is the week of football, everybody. Again, another crazy, wacky week. I don't know what to expect next week. I'll just expect the unexpected, so I won't be surprised anymore. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
They're down in 7. This one is launched from McLaurin. He's got it! Touchdown! Touchdown, Terry McLaurin!